YeeHaw! Welcome to Avi's Kosher Kitchen. How y'all doing? It is me, Avi, and you're probably looking at me and going, why is the cowboy hat and what's going on? And I'm going to tell you in a minute, but before we do, L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagefen. Oh, I love that. Nice way to start the day. Beautiful glass of wine. I told you steak. We're doing these. I got a beautiful cowboy steak. Now you get the hat, huh? Cowboy steak, got a cowboy, got a cat. All right. You don't have to be a cowboy to cook a cowboy steak, okay? At any rate, this is courtesy of our friends over at Cold Foods. 100% grass-fed beef, no antibiotics, no growth hormones, and pastured. So this guy has been out there enjoying a beautiful life. So the meat is nice, it's tender, it's good, it's going to be great with some nice marbling in here. We're going to get going really quick. I got a cast iron pan going on my burner here. It's hot, smoking hot. Okay, been about another minute on this side. I've turned my heat off. I'm going to take my pan right off. Okay, I'm going to do two things. I have here a probe thermometer. Okay, what we're going to do is take my probe and we're going to insert it long ways right into the meat, like right in here. Okay, I'm going to keep that right like so. Underneath the meat, I've got a couple of rosemary sprigs. Now, this is an optional step. I happen to like it. It's going to infuse a little nice flavor in there. And on top, I'm just going to take this sprig and just put it right there on top like so. Probe is in there. It's hooked up to my thermometer. It's telling me it's 87 degrees in the steak. It's just going to cook a little bit. I'm going to put it in the 250-degree oven, and I'm going to explain to you the whole bit on the thermometer in a second. Okay. So while it's in there, let me tell you what's going on with the thermometer. When we cook meat, when I cook this steak, I'm going to cook it to temperature. Now, I know there's all sorts of different things out there. People tell you, feel here, feel here, feel here. You're going to tell if it's rare, medium rare, well done, medium well, all this other stuff. My opinion, the best way and really the most accurate way is to go by temperature. And you do that with a thermometer. So I've got the probe in there. I've got it's actually just like a Bluetooth receiver. It's going to tell me the temperature in here. Once it gets up to 125, which is about a rare, medium rare-ish, okay, I'm going to pull it out because it's going to continue to cook in that heat. I want to get it up to about 130. For me, it's about a medium rare-ish type of thing. My wife likes a little bit more, but you know what? I'm eating it today. I'm going to take it out. We're going to let it rest, and we're going to cut it. Real simple. Be right back. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so, maybe a little bit longer. What I did while I let the steak rest is I took the pan. This is a great thing about doing a steak in the pan, is it has all the drippings right in the pan. I added a little bit of wine, kept that nice rosemary we had in there. Just give it a little heat, scrape down the pan really nice, and look at this. You've just got a little bit of drippings, but this is really, you know that umami taste that they talk about where you just go lips smacking good? This is it right here with the steak. All right, now another nice thing, by the way, about these cowboy steaks is that you can see you can separate them out and make a couple of different steaks out of them. And if you look at this, beautiful right here. Really, this meat's so nice, soft, and tender. Now, I told you we're going to go two ways. That was one in the pan. Now we're going out to the grill with a second cowboy steak, and we're going to see how we do it there. Let's go. Alrighty, I'm out here in the patio, got the grill going, cranked up here. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute. I got my steak, another YeeHaw cowboy steak right here. Okay, we're going to do a little simple seasoning. Okay, so let's get this steak on. Grill comes up. You can see smoke coming right out of there. I got some hickory chips going in there. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Steak right on. Close the lid. We're going to let all those flavors go. And here's how it works. By the way, take a look at this. Just see how that's on there. Look at that. Beautiful smoke coming out. Nice. All right. Now, what I want to do with that is just let it sit there for about a minute or so, okay? We're not going to rush it, but I want to just sear it. I got 3 burners, 1, 2, 3, cranked up as high as they'll go. And that's just to sear the meat. I'm going to flip it, sear the other side. This side of the grill is off. No burner going on, and we're going to move the meat over to there, lower these burners, and let it slowly cook after it's been seared. Look at this, the meat so tender, already separated out there. Look at that, beautiful. I'm going to take its temperature, instant read thermometer, see what we're doing here. And look at that, 113 degrees, beautiful. Got a little bit further to go. I'm going to close this up. I lowered the burners already, and I'll be back in about a minute. All right, I just took the steak's temperature, and we're good. So we're going to take it off. Now, look at my board here. I've got some basil I just broke up. Put it right down here. The steak's going to rest right on top of that basil. So the oil from the basil is going to just get in and give a little extra flavor to that meat. Optional step, don't have to do it. Okay, let's take a look here what we got. There she is. Look at that. Beautiful. Take this right over, right on top of that basil. This piece right over here, right next to it. Oh, I got a little bit more basil. Very simply, watch, we're just going to take it and rub right on top of the steak. We're just going to give us a little cut right here, and oh my gosh, look at that. Beautiful, tender, nice medium rare all the way through there. I gotta give myself a little treat here, okay? Let's see how this tastes. Oh yeah, that pepper, really nice. A little hickory flavor in there, really comes through. The marbling on this cold foods meat is really, really just melts in your mouth. Look at that, my friends. Beautiful. This is gold. I'm telling you, it's gold on a plate, and I'm going to have some of that right now. Now, I'm going to say goodbye because I got to eat this. And I want to thank my friends over at Whole Foods for giving us this delicious, 100% grass-fed, no antibiotic, no growth hormone meat, pastured, beautiful. It really is going to make a statement on your plate, and even more importantly, a statement in your mouth when you eat it, trust me. And of course, want to say l'chaim to all of you. But before I do, remember they're Cowboy steaks, so I'm going to say YeeHaw, l'chaim.